going on, guys? Biggish Bullish Investor here, back with another monthly video for our portfolio. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The last time we gave an update on the portfolio was July 4th. We were sitting at $56,153.08. As you guys can clearly see, the portfolio has climbed dramatically since. We're sitting at $67,461.06. On August 7th, which was yesterday, the portfolio finished with a $944.63 return during regular hours, and then we added an additional $153.23 during after hours trading. For the week, the portfolio gained $4,454.32 for a 7.7% return. For the month, we are up $7,746.90 for a 12.97% return. For the last 3 months, we're up $11,450.50 for a 20.44% return. For the year, we have finally struck back to being positive. As the last time we talked, we were still in the negative. We have eked out a $1,414.75 return, or 2.14%. And our all-time, we're sitting at $10,060.40 for a 17.53% return. The last time we talked, our all-time, we were down $8,280.92 for a negative 12.85% return. So since within the last month, the portfolio has climbed back up dramatically. So what we will do is, before I go into the stocks individually, I'm just going to scroll down and show you what we are currently holding in the portfolio. These last 4 stocks, APA, CODI, and MRO, and ADT, these are stocks that we got from the referral program. All right, so we will start off with Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway is currently trading at $210.50. Our last video, Berkshire was selling for $179.01. During which time we only had 123 shares. We were able to buy 5 shares under our average cost. Our average cost was $185.72. Our average cost currently is $185.60. We were also showing a loss in Berkshire. We had $825.33 loss, or a negative 3.61 return. Now we are positive. We are positive $3,187.25 for a total return of 13.42%. Our portfolio diversity, we held 39.21% of Berkshire. So Berkshire is getting close to being 40% of our portfolio now, as it's sitting at 39.94%. We have turned off the buying in Berkshire, as we are just enjoying the ride. We're enjoying the gains that the company is currently producing. They just released their 10K, where they showed that the company is currently, for the last few months, the company has been buying back. It brought back, I believe, $6 billion worth of its shares, as well as has been buying into the next company that we will be talking about. No, actually, we're going to skip Disney. We're going to go into Bank of America. So Bank of America is the company that Berkshire Hathaway has been buying into. The last time I showed my position in Bank of America, I was holding 650 shares. During which time I purchased an additional 80 shares, so that brought it up to 730 shares that I was holding of Bank of America. Our average cost in Bank of America was $24.46. Now we are sitting at an average cost of $24.36. We were also showing a loss in Bank of America for $751.34, or a negative return of 4.73%. Now we are positive in Bank of America, $515.49, or a 7.5% return. The reason why we sold those 450 shares, no, 430 shares of Bank of America was we put it into Apple, and I'll go back and explain my reasoning in Apple when we get to that new position. But we have shaved down some of our stake of Bank of America. Bank of America, last time we talked, held a 26.97% weight in our portfolio. It's now sitting at 11.6%. I do love the company. However, going back into Disney, we haven't, been buying any shares of Disney. Disney has just sat in our portfolio, and when I started to buy into Disney, I thought that was going to receive some phenomenal growth from the things that it was doing, like buying Hulu out, rolling out Disney Plus. I thought that Disney would probably be sitting at close to a $200 stock now, but this pandemic has really rained on Disney's parade, and I felt like my portfolio, if we look at Berkshire Hathaway, Disney, and Bank of America, I felt like my portfolio started to get a little stagnant. I'm a very patient person, but I felt like those companies weren't going to be moving at a considerable pace for the foreseeable future. So I wasn't going to shell out on my shares of Disney. So what I did was I shaved off some of my equity in Bank of America, and I put it in Apple. So I just want to run the numbers really quick before I go into Apple. We're going to talk about Disney really quick. The last time we talked, we still had the same amount of shares, same average cost. We only had a $38 return from Disney. But after Disney's earnings call earlier this week, Disney shot up, I believe, over it's $13.86. So it had a $13.86 return this week. And now we are sitting at a $2,302.48 return, or 16.2% return. So we are very pleased with Disney. Last time we talked, Disney had a 25.38% weight in our portfolio. It is now sitting at 24.8%. So, there's nothing really much to say about Disney. I am looking to hold Disney for the long term, so I don't see these shares going anywhere. And that is what caused us to buy into Apple. Apple has come out after their earnings call. They smashed expectations, and they are going to be doing a reverse. They're going to not a reverse split. They're going to be doing a 4-for-1 stock split for their shares, and that will put Apple under $200. That will put Apple at about $100 per share company. And this is currently the company that I will be adding to the portfolio, as I feel that the technology portion of the stock market is where my portfolio is lacking, and I do need to get some tech companies inside of my portfolio. So Apple was definitely the great choice. I know I'm getting some exposure by Berkshire Hathaway holding some Apple, but I just thought that I would buy a couple shares myself. So we purchased 25 shares of Apple. We purchased it at around the high, right? Apple's sitting at its high, its hit is 457. We purchased it at 445. I think there was a $10 dip. Yeah, it was a $10.34 dip yesterday. So we just went ahead and purchased those 25 shares after selling out of Bank of America. We placed that $11,000 that we made from Bank of America right into Apple. And as long as it's under $200, once that stock split happens, I will continue to add to Apple. I don't care the price. So I'll just swell up a big position of Apple, and we will go from there. So this is one of 3 new positions that we have added to the portfolio. So we already went over Bank of America. Let's move on to the next. The next position that we added to the portfolio was OGIG, and that is Kevin O'Leary's Global Internet Giants ETF. And basically, the positions that this hold, again, going back in with the trend that I was talking about, the portfolio is lacking technology companies. And this OGIG does exactly what I need. The only thing that it isn't holding is some stake in Apple. Hence, that's why I brought Apple. It's holding Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Alibaba. So I definitely needed to get some exposure in those companies while I am holding on to the likes of Berkshire Hathaway, Bank of America, and Disney. Those are companies that I will be getting slow growth for the next couple years, and I would love some exposure from growth stocks, growth technology stocks. So that is where we are sitting with O shares. We are, again, the theme with Apple, we are kind of buying it a little bit high. I think they hit their 52-week high this week at $42.75, and our average cost is $39.29. So right now we are positive $4.97 with OGIG. So this is one of another one of the 3 companies that every time we add to the portfolio, we could be adding a share or 2 of this company. So that is OGIG. The next company that we added to our portfolio is MSGS, and that's Madison Square Garden. This is a spin-off of MSG, which had an entertainment section as well as the sports. This is the sports section. This is the New York Knicks and the New York Rangers, as well as a couple of their developmental teams. This stock, if you look at its yearly chart, it is on sale massively. Like, if you do what Forbes is rating what the Knicks is worth, and if you do your due diligence, I believe that you will see that that this stock is definitely there's a value play inside of this stock. So this is another stock that I believe you can make some potentially some serious money, and so I am definitely holding this stock for the long run. So just like I showed you, it will either be Apple, OGIG, or Madison Square Garden that I will be adding a share to in my portfolio each week, unless Berkshire Hathaway dramatically drops down and drops below my average cost. That would be the number one holding that I would add to. So let's look at it. So right now we are currently sitting at 2 shares. Our average cost is $150.07. We have a total return of $19.18, or a 6.39% return. So that is the companies that we are adding to. Now we have 2 laggards in our portfolio. We're looking at Apple Hospitality. This was a dividend play, but the dividend has been turned off thanks to the pandemic, as the company is going into survival mode. We didn't add any extra. Oh, actually, we added 10 extra shares of this company. Our average cost last time we talked was $16.92. We had 235 shares. Now we have 245 shares with an average cost of $16.59. Our return is about the same. last time we talked, we had a negative return of $1,763.37 for a total negative return of 44.34%. We are sitting at a 1,710 cent and 88 cent. I'm sorry, $1,710.88 negative return, or a negative 42.8% loss. So what I could potentially do with this company, if I am in dire straits of any of those three companies, like I was telling you, Apple, we are buying it high. So if Apple takes a big dip after it does its split, I could potentially sell these shares and place that money into Apple if I'm in dire straits. And the same thing will be said for Aurora Cannabis. I know I'm a very patient person. I'm trying to wait for them to get a CEO so that I can recoup some of this money. But if I needed that $1,000, it would just go right into Apple, OGig, or Madison Square Garden if I needed this capital. So I'm going to be very patient with Aurora Cannabis and Apple. But if I need to sell out, I've already came to the agreement in my head that I will sell these positions at a loss. I'll accept the loss. And while I still have you guys, I'm just going to show you guys the stocks that we added to our Webull account as well. And the last time we talked, all we had was Uber and Starbucks in our portfolio. We have now added a share of Nike, and we added a company that IPO'd last week, and that was Rocket Companies. We brought 10 shares of Rocket for average cost of $21.22. Rocket is now sitting at a $24.42 price tag. So now we are positive $31.95. And yeah, we added Nike at $96, and it's now trading at 101. So that is the growth of those two portfolios. I want to thank you guys for allowing me to talk your head off and spending some time with me this Saturday. If you guys have any questions or comments, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you again.